Hey everyone, I'm Sami from A Sunny Side Up Life, and on this week's Motivational Monday, I want to share with you why you should pick a word for the year rather than going the traditional resolutions route. Okay, so hear me out on this. This is from years of experience of goal setting and actually achieving those goals, and the years that I have picked a word for my year, I have been much, much more successful, like 95% more effective with my goals than in the years when I used to set traditional resolutions. So, the difference between resolutions and picking a word for the year is that a word for the year is more of a theme. So think about it as an overlying theme for your year. So usually what I do is I'm a big user of the Power Sheets Goal Planner. I can link to them in the description if you're not familiar with them. But they have so many pages of prep work for the year, and they walk you through like what worked last year, what didn't, what could you do better, a vision of who you want to be at the end of your life, and all of these different things that help you really get a picture, like paint a picture of who you want to be by the end of the year and what steps do you need to take to get there. And so then you go back and you look through all of this brainstorming and all of this basically journaling out your thoughts, kind of a brain dump for your year. And then you look for underlying themes and you look for what words are popping out to you. What is a overlying theme that could be your word for the year? And then they encourage you to make a word for the year. So this is what I've done. And I'm going to read you my words for the year. I have them written down. So in 2016, it was my year of less. That was my word. That was the first year that I picked a word for the year. And to me, I really felt like God was telling me less. Everything I heard was less. And so that was my word for the year. And that was the year that we really decluttered. That was the year that we knocked out the most debt. It was the year that we really started to turn everything around. Then in 2017, my word was balance. So this was the year that I worked on my spiritual growth, my mental health, balancing my family and growing my business, and balance, that was my word. 2018 was my year of balance. 2017 was my year of achievement. So that was when I launched my course. That was when I actually turned my hobby blog into a business. So achievement was my word. 2018 was balance. Then 2019 was my year of trust. This is when I really stopped letting fear hold me back from what I felt like was my true potential. I trusted people. I brought people on in my work team. This was the first time that I had ever let anyone help me in my business, and so many other parts of self-trust and everything like that. And then in 2020, my word was level up, or my words were level up. That was the theme for my year. And I basically pushed the same goals that I had in 2019, all of them to the next level. My personal, business, family goals, relationship goals, all of that, just to the next level. And that was my theme. I'll be completely transparent with you. At the time of recording this, I have not yet set my word for 2021. I will get back to you guys when I know what it is. But I'm taking my goals slow and steady this year, so I don't have it yet. But when you pick a word for the year, you pick a theme, okay? You're picking a vision. You're creating a vision for yourself. And for me, this is full of potential. This is full of positivity and abundance, and that's what we want, right? Resolutions sometimes tend to be restrictive, and they tend to be about cutting back on things rather than focusing on what you could add to your life. Okay, it's a simple flip, and it's not really that much different. It's just that little simple flip, I think, that turns it from something that is a lack mentality into something that is an abundant, walking towards a bigger vision of yourself, right? So, for example, if your word for the year is focus, instead of making a resolution that you want to stop wasting time on your phone, that's probably a pretty common resolution. That's one of my goals pretty much every year. But if your word for the year is focus, instead of saying I want to stop wasting time on my phone, you would flip that and you would say, this year I want to be intentional with my time, and I want to, and wasteful scrolling doesn't fit in with that focus. So I want to focus my time more intentionally, and scrolling mindlessly on Instagram does not fit in with that, right? And so you're painting a picture of an intentional, focused life instead of I'm going to take out my phone. No, I'm going to flip that into what this vision that I want my life to be like. Or if your word for the year is growth, instead of saying that you want to stop scrolling on your phone, this year I'm going to focus on growth. So I'm going to read when I would normally be scrolling at bedtime. So you're painting a picture. You're not taking something away. You're adding something to your life, and you're adding it for a purpose. You're adding it to get closer to that big vision, okay? I hope that was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments below if you have picked your word for the year and what it is. I would love to cheer you on. Okay, that's all for me today. Bye, guys.